I'm so stinking happy right now. It's done. The pond is done. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and I promise it's not going to be a whole video of me hauling rock. I do need a few more loads of rock. Cody is finishing up on the back side of the spillway. Guys, today could be, and I'm not going to make any promises, but today could be the day we officially say the pond is complete. Sort of. So over the last couple days, he's been doing some final grading and finish work, as you can see up there, but he's working on the back side of the spillway, so we know when that water comes out of that pipe, it's going to come with a lot of flow and a lot of pressure and want to cause a lot of erosion. So I'm going to haul him a few loads of rock today. We put some concrete slabs in there where we think the water, is right in the splash zone, but we need more. We need more to stop erosion, and he's going to work on that. I'm going to get him some material hauled in here today, and we can tidy all of this up. And there's a good chance today may be the last day that he's working on the pond. And by complete and finished, I mean with his part. My part's not going to be done for a while. I have a feeling it's going to be an ongoing process that's going to take a while. I'm trying to get as much done as I can as fast as possible, because we do have a pretty good chance of rain this weekend for a couple days. And if it does rain, if we get a couple inches of rain, that pond's going to catch a lot of water. So we're trying to bust our tails to get as much done as fast as possible, and then hopefully it doesn't fill up too fast. Now, I'm not going to claim to know anything about dump bed trailers or dump trailers or any kind of hydraulics or anything like that. But when I bought this, I was very dead set on wanting that one front piston instead of the scissor lift style that goes up in the middle, because everyone I talked to that had that scissor style lift said it's very easy to overload it. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to, in a safe way, see how much this thing will lift. I'm not trying to overload it and make it dangerous going down the road and make it unsafe on the axles and all that. But I am trying to see just how much this thing will lift. And that was mounted, I mean, completely top to the rails for the most part, all the way around, with some very heavy material. And it never had a problem lifting it. Kind of like my first day on the job. Totally forgot to record loading the skid steer, because it wouldn't make sense if I was dumping rock at home and the skid steer's here, and the next scene you just see me on the skid steer at home. The math doesn't add up. So it's my first day. I'm new to this, but we'll figure it all out. Well, are you ready for the big reveal? Oh man, I think I got 5 loads of rock hauled and dumped today. I'm gonna go down here. First thing I'm gonna do is check the back of the spillway. I haven't actually looked at it since Cody finished. Speaking of finished, he's gone. There is, well, like I say, there's no equipment here, but the equipment that's here is mine. But the pond building crew is officially out of here, gone. I told Cody, I said, it's going to be really, really weird not having you here every day. I mean, we really didn't know each other before this pond build. And I'm not going to say we're like tight buddies now because of the pond build, but I feel like I know the guy. I feel like he's been here every day for 2 months. Because that's almost exactly accurate. Actually, it's been over 2 months. Like, I don't know when we started. But either way, the overflow spillway is complete. Hauled in 2 loads of rock just for this specifically, plus all the concrete and other rock he had here. We'll just have to see over time if that's enough. Obviously, we're just trying to slow the water down so we don't have any erosion problems, and it'll go back out the ditch like it always has in the past. So that's that. And there she is in all of her glory. The pond construction part, at least the construction phase, is complete. There was a time I really wasn't sure I was ever going to get to say that. Oh man, it's been a long process. And it's not done. I mean, the build phase is over. He did complete all of that. Everything on their end is done. The pond is paid for. It's expensive. It's an expensive project. But I still have quite a bit of work to do. But anyways, he did go around the whole entire pond today with his transit and spray paint where the water level, full pool water level will be. And I bought some flags. I'm going to put some flags out so I have an idea of where water level should be. Something that's a little more permanent than some spray paint on the ground. It just doesn't last long in the dirt. But one thing he did finish up today was the emergency spillway. So we do have this 24-inch spillway pipe that will carry a ton of water, you know, when it rains and the pond is full. But you always want to have some sort of emergency backup spillway. So we picked this east side of the dam, and he cut it. Basically, it's lower, obviously quite a bit lower than the top of the dam. You don't want water to spill over the dam. But it's, I believe he said, 18 inches above that spillway pipe. And I don't know, it's nothing fancy. I mean, it's basically just the end of the dam's a little bit lower over there. So there's our peninsula that comes out, so kind of give you a reference of where we are. These concrete slabs are going to move. I may bring some of those cubes over here and sit here and build a few more things along the dam. Anyways, emergency spillway. If the spillway pipe gets clogged, if it gets brush or trees or a beaver, you know, pack stuff in it over time, it will flow around this side of the dam, and then it just kind of spreads out and works its way down this hillside and goes down. We made sure it wouldn't cut in back here behind the dam. So one thing you might notice, and this was intentional because we wanted to save as many oak trees as possible and just to make the pond more interesting. But this end of the dam has a pretty good curve in it, but where it ties into this hillside over here, originally it was going to come back, and it would have given us a little bit more water because all of that would have been this way. But we were going to lose basically this whole group of trees right here. And we just kind of decided, instead of losing those big mature oaks, let's just pull the dam forward a little bit and have it has a nice little curve to it. So I don't know, it just looks interesting to me, I think. So I'm going to get my marker flags out and mark a few places along the edge of this pond, and probably call it quits for today. Come back and do a little more work tomorrow. It's 5 o'clock, and I promised my wife and kids I'd cook supper, but it's not time yet. And it's so beautiful out here. A little cloudy now. It's been a beautiful sunshiny day, but it's like 67 degrees. After Oklahoma trying to kill us in the single digits and teens last week, 67 is pretty warm. Well, I'm not sure how well the white flags show up on video, but I'm standing on the peninsula that we built on the east side of the pond. Guys, it's almost an emotional thing for me that this is actually here, that it's actually complete. That even if I don't do another single thing, it's going to be an incredible fishing spot. I still have a lot of things I want to do, but if something happened and I couldn't do another thing, this thing will fill up and be an incredible pond. And Kelsey is taking full advantage of every opportunity she has out here. Okay, so the peninsula, you can kind of see flags wrapping around here, wrapping around, and the water line will cut back up this way and then curve around. Kind of see flags going out through there, almost up to the timber line. We're basically in the timber line there. But once you get back to the back of the pond, it's just going to be flooded timber back there. And I'm okay with that. We have a pretty good chunk of area back there that is just going to be flooded timber. And then if you look across, you can kind of see where the flags, flags work their way up through there, go into that other draw over there. And they're just kind of hard to see on video, but I think you can see the white flags. But it's big. It's really, really big. And I was talking to Cody today. Everybody's been asking how deep it's going to be at the deepest point out in front of the dam. And I think it's actually deeper than what I thought it was going to be. Because I wasn't actually here. I didn't see how deep they got that hole out there where it's holding water now. I came over a few times, obviously. But Cody said it should be, that water there should be 5 to 6 feet deep right now. And if that's the case, we're going to be pushing 30 feet of depth before water goes into the spillway pipe way over there. Not all of it's going to be 30 feet, obviously, but there should be a lot. All of these ditches and stuff out through here should be over the 20-foot range. Now, I'm not trying to bass fish in 20, 30 feet of water all the time, but we've got lots of places where it's, you know, we've built all these shelves and these little islands left out in here and different contours and different shapes and all the things, you know, that attract fish, that give fish a reason to be in a certain spot. Because just like where this peninsula is, we could have just dropped straight off, but he came in and cut a shelf. So this little shelf right here comes out about, I don't know, 10, 12 feet, and it slowly drops off, but it'll be 2 to 3 feet deep. And then there's another little shelf here. It drops off right here. I'm going to probably pile a bunch of rocks and debris and stuff on this just to get some structure for fish to be on. I'm going to put gravel on that shelf. That'll be a perfect place for like bluegill to spawn, to make their beds and spawn. And even bass. Bass will spawn anywhere from a foot of water, probably 2 foot, I'd say 2 to 8 feet of water. Well, that's going to be easily 2 feet. And then you got this secondary shelf right here that'll be, I don't know, 5, 6 feet. And then drops off down again. And, you know, I've got rocks on that shelf up there and all the different things. But I may do some stuff down here. But we're at probably 10 or 12 feet deep right here. And in this 10 to 12 feet range, you know, we've got all of these different contours where they had to come in and find extra dirt and stuff. And, you know, things like this are just ideal habitat. And I'm pumped. I'm excited. And, of course, you got airplanes. There should be a good 10 feet of water over the top of those airplanes. Maybe more than that. I'm not positive. But it's just almost emotional, guys. Like, I'm so stinking happy right now. It's done. The pond is done. It just seems like it was so long ago when Houston and I drove over here. I don't even know where it would be. Somewhere back in here last summer and found hundreds of dead fish. And finally decided to just pull the plug, literally pull the plug and drain the pond. And then we did, and all the months of work and planning and money spent, and it's going to be worth it when this thing turns into a beautiful lake. And that dog down there's a psycho. Do you have to come check on me? Go play. Go play. Gemma's down there without you. She's gonna find a critter. All right, Kelsey and I are gonna go back to the house. Gotta cook supper. We'll continue this tomorrow. Because even though the pond is done, it's not really done. Is it, Kelsey? You're locked in on something. Oh gosh, I don't know if I've told y'all, I hate CrossFit. I hate it. so much. But it works. It's effective. It makes my heart want to explode. I don't know which way to turn the camera. I'm laying down. But on the other side of that, it feels good when you're done.
It does.
Not yet. I mean, like when you're at home eating a donut.
Oh my God.
It feels good knowing that you accomplished something in the gym. But right now, I hate it and it sucks. So while my wife dies a little bit, that workout was 21:15.9. I did 225 pound deadlift, 21:15.9 shuttle runs, 21:15.9 kettlebell swings. I did 225 deadlift and a 50-pound kettlebell. I could swing the kettlebell all day. Those shuttle runs do not look like much, but they make your lower back want to explode. DJ didn't do deadlifts because she doesn't like to hurt her lower back. I'm an idiot, and I just love to shred my lower back. So she changed it up a little bit. You did a couple different things. Did some thrusters.
No, I did front squats.
Front squats.
And then,
shoulder to overhead.
Yeah,
just overhead press.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do some lifting. That was just a warm up, right? I'm pretty warm. I'm sweating.
Why didn't you video you planking with me?
No, I don't video planks. That's just not appropriate.
Really?
Yeah, because
you suck?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why it's not appropriate. All right, next day. Like I said, not getting a super early start. I got an early start on the day, just not an early start on the pond that's already done-ish. Done-ish. So we're calling it right now. Made it to the gym this morning. No, we are not still members of a CrossFit gym. We have not been going to CrossFit since August, but we are going to the gym, as you can see, and I think it's important. I think it's important for us as a couple to stay physically fit, and it's something that we enjoy doing together, and we can push each other, because even in CrossFit, my wife kicked my tail. Workouts like that, she was just faster than me, and that she's very competitive, if you didn't know that. Anyways, got a good workout this morning. We did stop by our old CrossFit gym. The CrossFit Open's going on. Today was the first day of the Open, and I'm so thankful I didn't have to do that 15-minute workout that they did and they're doing for the next couple days. Just don't miss it that much at all. I do miss the gym, and I miss the people, and I miss the community side of CrossFit, but the workout today, no. Anyways, I'm gonna move some rock, do some things. I did bring my drone. I'm gonna see if I can get the drone up, give you guys some, I don't know, not before and after shots, just after shots of what the pond looks like. We do have some pretty big chances of rain coming up this weekend, and I was really hoping to get some gravel down in here. It's just not in the cards for today. I don't have the time to go get the dump trailer loaded, hauling, transporting, and all that. It's not in the cards today. But I am going to get some gravel. Hopefully we don't get too much rain, but I've got a lot of things I need to do. I have kind of pretty much changed my mind on the boat ramp. So the original idea for a boat ramp was over here. Out there, that's an excavator. Behind the skid steer was my original game plan for a boat ramp, and I'm just going to use some of those slabs. The problem is, and I noticed this coming in and out with my dump trailer, the slope is perfect right here. It's a great spot, don't get me wrong. Problem is there's not enough flat spot here before it drops off there. So when you're here with a truck and a trailer, the nose of the truck's down, the back end is up, and it's just kind of like this. It's I don't know, if the water level was low, I think it would be just fine, but where the water level is supposed to be, I could take this on out and kind of take some more dirt and level that out before it falls off. But also, I'm still gonna have to get in here with a trailer and turn around somewhere, because I can come in on this road, but I'll be facing the wrong way. So I'd have to pull over there, back down the hill. It just, tight quarters. So here's my new plan. All right, so farther on down this side of the pond, if I come in with a truck and trailer, I can come down here. That pile of rock's going to get moved. That was one I just dumped. But I've got room in here that I could at least turn around a pickup truck and a small boat trailer. And we built this peninsula, this underwater peninsula, more of a point. The big peninsula is over there. Over here, we just kind of put a point, and it drops off pretty rapidly. You can see where the water line will eventually be, I think. So I started piling some rock at the bottom of this peninsula, point, underwater point, whatever you want to call it. I think what I'll do is pull that rock to the side there, or that concrete to the side, pull these rocks to the side, and then I can lay those slabs on this. And that might make a perfect boat ramp, because it's kind of hard for you guys to get a perfect visual, but there's a lot of room in front of me for a boat, truck, and trailer and all that stuff. So I think this is going to be a better game plan. And man, I'm excited. I don't know. I'm going to move some rock. I hauled in a lot of rock the other day. A lot of loads of rock. I'm going to go put some over on those drop-offs on that peninsula and stuff, which there'll be some gravel over there eventually for spawning beds. But one thing I keep saying I'm going to haul in a lot of gravel for spawning beds, and I will, but there is a lot of rock in some of this. Like this little area right here will be a perfect spawning area. It should be 18 inches to 2 foot deep. And as you can see, there is rock and sand and gravel already here. So there is a lot of places that fish are going to spawn, but I like to have a little control, and I want to know where the prime spawning beds are going to be. So that's why I want to do that. Okay, I think I really like this. So I asked you guys the other day what I should do with some of these massive giant boulders that I hauled in. And I really did kind of want to build some benches or different things. But man, we're here. We're not going to be able to be in here forever. I can be up there on the perimeter and build things for as long as I want to. But down in here, we're limited on time. And I can always find more rocks. I think I may need to knock this one over. Water level is right there, full water level. So that rock right there is a good foot underwater. This one may stick up just a little bit, although I'm really not concerned about it. It'll be a visual marker so people fishing can know there's just random rocks scattered out in here. But bass will tuck up against those things. Bluegill will hide, minnows will hide, crawfish will get all in all that stuff. It's a perfect place to catch a big bass hiding out. All right, so a lot of the areas of the pond have plenty of structure, plenty of terrain changes and all the things. I'm still lacking some stuff on the dam. This area is a place that I really haven't got much into. I've got a couple slabs under a drop off, one of those cubes on an island, the peninsula over here, and on the dam itself, I put a tree down. I want to do another tree, but I've got these slabs here and I really want to put another cube so that if a kid is standing up here on the pond dam, they can easily reach with any fishing rod out into right here. So I think I'm going to put another cube here and then later come back, hopefully later, not today, but eventually in the next few days, come in and put another tree and pile some more rocks and stuff. So I don't think I want a cube on a slope. So I think what I'll do is I'll set a couple of these small pieces of concrete in here, put a slab on it to kind of have something propping that slab up, and then I can set that cube on there. At least that's my thought process. We'll see if we can make it work. I mean, it'll be super easy to fish from the dam, and the main thing is I want it at least a couple feet below the water line, and I'm fairly certain it's so hard for me to see elevation, but you can see where the spillway pipe is, and we're definitely below that. It's kind of hard to tell off of the flags that I'm closest to, but when I get down here even with it, we're going to be a couple feet below the water line. So I'm going to scoot it up on that slab, kind of square it up a little bit, and we should be good to go here. Now what I may do, just for the fun of it, since this is going to be a main attraction for fish, I don't want to put a tree or anything right next to it. I may come in over here in this big open spot, but I might pile some more rocks and concrete and things, stuff that's not going to easily get snagged when you're fishing, and just to give a little bit more attraction right here in this area. But we're definitely below water level for sure. I just don't want it exposed, so we'll see. It may need to come down another foot or so. I'm just not sure. And I do have one more fish cube over there that I haven't decided where to put. These three over here, so there's one on that island, there's one sitting kind of, it's not really an island, but a little peninsula, underwater peninsula, and then the farthest one over there, kind of on a big flat next to that rock pile. I do like where those three are. I like where this one is. I think that fourth one's probably gonna go somewhere basically in that little flat between me and the excavator. Those concrete slabs are going to move, but there's a big open flat spot over there. Yeah, I may just go move it real quick, call it good. That one's probably not going to work. Looking across the dam, it looks way below the water line. It's just deceiving. I don't have a transit to really measure it. I really think those cubes need to be at least 2 or 3 feet underwater so you don't hit them with a boat. But I do want to be able to see them when you're floating above them. But I might need to find a little bit deeper water for that one. Because water line, you can see the white flags. Now, when you look across the dam, you can kind of see where those white flags are over there. From here, it does look like we're underwater quite a bit. Looking across to the dam, it's just deceiving because I think we're going to be too shallow here. So I don't really want to put them out in super deep water, but since I put one on that corner of the dam, after I get through using this road right over here, kind of in this general area, might not be a bad spot because there is no structure over here. And if I'm not going to put my boat ramp there, that might be a better idea. And I can for sure get down lower over here. I'm up on a little elevated knoll, a flat right here, but having all these flags in here, you can see where the water line is, and all of this that I put in here is going to be, for the most part, there'll be a few things sticking up here and there, but for the most part it's going to be about 2 feet underwater. Some of this will be 3 feet. Down on that end is a little higher, it'll be about 2 feet underwater. But these ledges, I think, are going to be killer. Those fish are going to love that stuff. But I think I'm going to have to cut this pond video short. I'm not going to be able to fly the drone. I'm not going to get to finish as much work as I planned right now. I just got a call. So, DJ and I have our own little gym in our shop. Right now it's covered in Houston's duck hunting equipment. He's got stuff scattered everywhere. But we've been buying, bought a bunch of stuff from Rogue. A rower and an air bike and some extra weights and kettlebells and dumbbells and all that. And it came in this past, a week ago today. We had 3 pallets. Only 2 showed up. And I've been missing a pallet for over a week. And I just got a call from a truck driver. He's in an 18-wheeler, which obviously he can't make it all the way to my house. So I'm going to have to stop what I'm doing, go meet him, and make sure all of our stuff showed up so that we have a little bit more equipment to work out at our house. We don't even have to leave and go to the gym if we choose. Sometimes we may still go to the gym. So I haven't even attempted to unbox everything because, when you order stuff and it comes by semi and only 2 pallets show up and you sign for 3 and you take pictures and you argue with the company, I just decided not to open anything until I got some answers. So it's just been sitting here. So anyways, gotta go meet a truck driver. Well, just better stop and get my wife's Amazon packages. Ain't no telling what's in that box. And if that was it. Nope. More stuff. More Amazon. Better grab this plastic. It's about to blow away. Well, I think it's all here. Not even going to try to get all this in the shop and out of the box and set up today. I've got a lot of cleaning to do in the shop first. It's been a long winter, let's say that. This is a project for another day, in a day or two. But now we have a Rogue Echo bike. We've got a Concept 2 rower, lots of extra plates, kettlebells, dumbbells. We've got our rig set up. We got a place we can bench and squat and do all the things. Did get another bar. All I had in there was a women's bar. We bought some gym equipment, a while back, and just never finished outfitting our little home gym. But now I think we have just about everything we need. So I'm going to wrap it up for today. I've got too many other things I need to get done so that all the videos flow and get out in time. Yeah, it's really difficult to stop working on a beautiful blue sky sunshiny day at 2:30 in the afternoon when you have to go in and edit a video. Yeah, it's just part of it. So anyways, guys, remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know, it just might change the world. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video. Even if the pond is complete, we're going to be back at the pond.